the Xiaomi 15 and OnePlus 13 are here. Let's unbox them together. This year, the Xiaomi box has a luxurious design with a silver finish, while the OnePlus comes in red. If you ask me which one has a better chance of entering Thailand, I think the Xiaomi has a higher chance, but I'm not sure. As for OnePlus, it might be a bit difficult to see it in Thailand. Let's unbox them together. 1, 2, 3. These two phones are from different styles. Just by looking at the boxes, it's clear that Xiaomi aims for a premium look. If you follow my page, you might have seen the color of the device, but I'll keep that a secret for now. Let's set it aside for Xiaomi. Now, let's check the accessories. Xiaomi provides everything, including a 90-watt fast charger, which is really fast. The Chinese brands are going all out now. There's also a USB Type-C charging cable included. As for the OnePlus, does it have everything? Oh, it comes out easily. Yes, it also comes with everything. This one is the Xiaomi 90-watt charger, right? This is a super fast charger. So, they provide everything like this, including a red adapter cable, which is a Type-C to Type-A. In terms of accessories, they seem to have included everything, but let's take a look at what each device comes with. Starting with Xiaomi, they provide a SIM ejector tool and a case. Oh, the case is not a soft case. It's a hard case, but it's a clear one. Now let's check the OnePlus. OnePlus provides a silicone case. Do you know why? It's very soft. OnePlus gives a silicone case, which looks nice. If we talk about cases, I think OnePlus has a better one. It's a different style because the OnePlus case is a full cover, while Xiaomi's case is designed to show off the device. Let's look at the colors together, starting with Xiaomi. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it's really shiny. You can see the waves. It's beautiful, but it's also very reflective. It's hard to clean. It takes a while to wipe it down, and there are still some smudges left. It's really hard to clean, but it reflects like a mirror, so you can see yourself in it. Now let's move on to OnePlus and see how it is. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Everyone already knows I like the blue color and the leather finish. If you compare the cases, they are quite similar. But when you put it on, it covers the leather. If it's vegan leather like this, I recommend just using it as is. You don't have to worry about needing a case because it doesn't leave fingerprints and is made very well, similar to the leather used in Visa cards. Let me show you up close. It's vegan leather like this. Beautiful, right? They each have their own style. Xiaomi has a shiny look, while OnePlus has a cool, stylish appearance. Now let me turn it on and we can talk more. I've had a chance to take some photos to show you as a teaser. The first thing I want to show is the display. If you ask me whose display is better, I would say OnePlus does a better job. First, if you look straight down, you'll see that the bezels of the OnePlus are quite thinner. It's not just that. The OnePlus screen has a slight curve at the edges, a 2.5D design, making the edges feel lighter. You can see that the OnePlus curves all the way to the sides. So when you hold it in your hand, it feels more like a flat screen compared to Xiaomi, which still has a curve that takes up the display. There is a slight curve that takes up the display. So for those who prefer a flat screen for gaming, you will like the OnePlus more. You will definitely feel that the OnePlus screen is flatter. If we look at the thickness, the OnePlus is 8.5 mm, while the Xiaomi is 8.4 mm, which is really not much different. The rear camera placement is slightly off to the left for both, but one is square and the other is round. On the OnePlus side, there is also this alert slider button, which allows you to switch modes easily. Those who use OnePlus should be familiar with this feeling. Let me weigh them for you before we continue discussing the display. The Xiaomi 15 Pro weighs about 224 grams. while the OnePlus 13 is at 212 grams, making it about 12 grams lighter. You can definitely feel that the OnePlus is lighter. Now, let's look at the screen size, starting with Xiaomi. This Xiaomi model comes with an LTPO AMOLED display, which shows a wide range of colors and has a refresh rate of 120 Hz, supporting HDR. The maximum brightness can reach 3200 nits, and the screen size is 6.73 inches with an aspect ratio of 20.9. This model features a shatterproof glass rated at 2000, and it has an IP68 rating for the Xiaomi 15 Pro. Now, looking at the OnePlus, it also comes with a 120 Hz AMOLED display, supporting HDR10 Plus as well. The maximum brightness can go up to 4500 nits, and the screen size is 6.82 inches. This model features a crystal chill super ceramic glass panel, so the display quality is very similar. I feel that this year, the touch response is much smoother, which I really like. Now, since this is a Pro model, we have to focus on the camera. Let's look at the specifications. The Xiaomi 15 Pro comes with a main camera of 50 megapixels with an aperture of f1.4. The sensor size is 1.31 inches, and it features OIS and dual pixel PDAF. Now, let's look at the main camera of the OnePlus, which also has 50 megapixels with an aperture of f1.6 and a sensor size of 1x1.43 inches. It also features OIS. Now, regarding the periscope telephoto lens, both come with 50 megapixels, but the focal lengths are slightly different. The Xiaomi 15 Pro has 5x optical zoom, while the OnePlus has only 3x optical zoom. Both also come with OIS. Additionally, there is an ultra-wide lens with 50 megapixels for both, with the Xiaomi having an aperture of f2.2 and a field of view of about 115 degrees, while the OnePlus has an aperture of f2.0 and a wider field of view of 120 degrees. As for the front camera, both have 32 megapixels with apertures of f2.0 and f2.4 respectively. Now, I would like to show you some sample images. The images I took will give you an idea of how they look. To put it simply, the Xiaomi 15 Pro has a collaboration with Leica, while the OnePlus 13 collaborates with Hasselblad. Therefore, both devices have their unique tones. Many might wonder if there is a difference between the OnePlus and Oppo, which also has a Hasselblad collaboration. From my experience, there are noticeable differences in sensor performance. Now let's look at some quick sample images. This one is from my page, and you can see that the Xiaomi tends to have a brighter tone. Both images were taken with the rear cameras, but the OnePlus captures details better and doesn't feel overly processed. Overall, the image quality is quite good for both. Moving on, I will show you more images to compare. You can clearly see that these two images have different tones. The Leica images have a slightly deeper contrast and darker edges, while the OnePlus tends to have a more sepia tone, leaning slightly towards orange. So it depends on your preference for image style. Both do a good job with edge definition, but I still prefer. The OnePlus 13 does a better job with edge definition. You can still see the strands of hair clearly, while on the other side, it's not visible. Therefore, in terms of edge definition, the OnePlus or even Oppo performs better than Xiaomi. The background blur is quite similar, but the colors come out differently due to the tone of the images. However, both do a good job with background blur, which is something I appreciate. This is what I wanted to share. The Xiaomi still doesn't achieve the same level of edge definition as the OnePlus. In practical use, this difference is quite noticeable. The front camera also has a wider angle compared to the other. Personally, I prefer the skin tone from the OnePlus front camera as it looks better. Most of the discussion has focused on this side. Now let's take a look at some zoom capabilities. Let's see how the zoom performs. When zoomed in, both do quite well and maintain sharpness. However, the optical zoom distance is not the same. If we look at the maximum zoom of both, The OnePlus still captures lines and details more sharply. This is particularly important for anyone looking to use it for video work. On the Xiaomi side, I think the colors are sharper, but there are issues with flickering light, which might be due to adjustments in OIS or similar factors. The OnePlus colors may not be as vibrant as Xiaomi's, but it balances overall light better. This is my comment regarding the photography capabilities of both devices. Now let's briefly discuss performance. Both come with the same latest chip, the new architecture from China Dragon, which brings impressive performance, namely the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Next year, we will likely see the 8 Elite more frequently. Many are concerned about whether it will overheat. The answer is that it can get hot, but it depends on the brand's implementation of cooling systems like vapor chambers, etc., determining who can dissipate heat better and faster. Additionally, the GPU will also come with. Both have the same Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip with RAM options of 12GB and 16GB. In my test, the OnePlus scored higher at 2,781,353, while the Xiaomi 15 Pro scored 2,512,226, a difference of about 200,000. I want to highlight the heat generation during testing. The Xiaomi reached 17.9 degrees, while the battery only dropped by 7 degrees. In comparison, the OnePlus had a slightly lower temperature increase at 17.4 degrees, but the battery dropped by 10 degrees. This should give you a clearer picture, even though I didn't show gaming performance. Both devices come with stereo speakers. The Xiaomi 15 Pro comes with a 6100 mAh battery, supporting 90W charging with PD 3.0 and QC3+, as well as 50W wireless charging and 10W reverse charging. On the other hand, the OnePlus 13 has a $6,000 mAh battery and supports 100W charging, which is incredibly fast, along with 50W wireless charging and 10W reverse charging as well. Let's wait for news on whether the Xiaomi 15 Pro will be available in Thailand. I'm not sure if it will come here. I guess we should wait for the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. This is just a brief opinion from me regarding the Xiaomi 15 Pro and OnePlus 13. Which one do you prefer and why? Which one do you support or want? Don't forget to comment below. That's it for today. See you next time. Goodbye.